But the coin that I added to the portfolio today is called vEmpire.
And they are the largest decentralized metaverse investment organization in the world.
Hello, everybody, and what a lovely day it is. Let you kick off, and I'll do some button tapping in the background. You know what comes after Roby and Qcoin? When Binance. Hello, everybody. Back from honeymoon, funnily enough, just got married. Can anyone see my tan? It's mostly just on this part of my head, nowhere else. Today we have a special guest joining us from Thailand. I am 99% sure, but now that I've said that, I'm questioning myself. From the largest board game maker, if I remember correctly, PirateXPirate, which is a, funnily enough, pirate battleship game. One of our investments, we were in their strategic round, seed round. I personally haven't seen anything of their likeness. They're very well run, very good company, solid backing, and I think that they are very much a hidden gem. So if we could bring out the pirate master, the captain, we should call him. Have you had that? Have you been called the captain before?
Yeah. Actually, I was a pilot, so.
Oh, really?
Oh, I thought you knew that already. You didn't know that?
Not to my knowledge, unless it went in one ear, out the other.
Okay, I was an airline pilot, so I am a captain in a sense.
Fair enough. See, there you go, but just not on the high seas. And not looting everyone.
And not anymore because of the COVID.
Fair enough. Had to give those pirate days up. But how is everything going? I know nobody is doing incredibly in the conditions, but how's everything going on the building side and with the project in general?
It's well, yeah, the market is not so good right now. Everyone can see it. It's so red and everything, but well, we are still here. We are doing our best to make sure that the games get delivered as we promised. So yeah, we are still doing it. I can see that some of the game are like stop developing. So we try not to do that.
Separates bear markets are there to separate the men from the boys, and the good projects from the hype chasers, which you ended up with a lot after the sort of after Facebook rebranded. Every man and his dog sort of jumped into the space, especially in metaverse. Obviously, I know that you guys are more gaming side, but it's very blended, isn't it, that area? So yeah, I mean, all you can do in these sort of conditions is to build and, you know, stick to the roadmap, hit exactly sort of what you aim to do, and when we do return back, then it's always going to be those who come out on top. But yeah, I know that my description is very much just pirates. So for those who aren't actually sort of fully aware of you guys, do you want to give everyone a brief overview in your own words?
Okay, let me just share my screen then, so that they can know what what's going on with my games. Hang on.
Sure thing.
Okay.
It's probably going to ask you to do about 10 different settings. Oh no, well in straight away. Better than me.
I'm not using Mac, so that's why.
Fair enough.
If it's PC, it's so super simple. Okay, that's a game. For anyone who doesn't know who we are PirateXPirate. Of course, a game. It's about pirate. I love the theme. It's easy. It's simple to understand. Everyone can get onto it, jump onto it right away. No need to make like the lore about the monster, where do they come from, or anything. It's just simple. Okay, so what do we have? We have like NFT ship and NFT crew. Okay, this is the quest. Hang on. Can see some NFTs. We have chips, 3D chips, and we have our crew and captain or something like that. Our game right now is actually in the first phase of click to earn. So hang on, let me log in. So yeah, everything we drew from scratch. We make everything by ourselves because we used to be a board game publisher. So we have quite a lot of artists on hand in order to do all those kind of stuff. So it's gonna look, it need to looks good before I start approving anything, something like that. So this is our game. Yeah. We have been rebuilding it again because we have to fire our old our old developer is not so good. It's stuck and everything has to be rebuilt again. So this is our game right now. It's simply, well, I have to say that it's like click to it. So you send them on a quest, you put the ship in, and then you put the captain in on this quest and put the crew in. If the crew matches the skill bonus, you will get extra rewards. Let's say like, see, the reward bump from 70 to 90, and if you add another one, it will be 135. And then you click start quests, and that's it. They are sent for 6 hours. Which one is it? Here, they are on a quest for 6 hours. And when they come back, you come back with a goal. The goal is actually can be converted into PXP. And now we also have a marketplace, so you can come and buy our NFTs. Our second-hand marketplace is open, so you can come in and have a look, which is not showing right now.
What is the website address, just for so people can log on and have a look?
Okay, it's PirateXPirate.io.
PirateXPirate.io, and everyone can literally pick up a ship, some captains right now, and play exactly what's on the screen here.
Yes, you can actually, as I mentioned, you can come and buy new NFTs right away.
Good stuff. So it's not often that we have a game and a protocol one that has even the click to earn version out, let alone a lot of people are in the concept stage due to starting up afterwards. But I think that there is definitely a huge sort of acceleration that will take place once everybody that is in concept and MVP stage, minimum viable product, gets to the full actual game. It should really accelerate, because the main thing that's been holding the industry back is having games, but not having any fun games.
Okay. I can show you the second phase of the game. After the click to earn, it will be like a bit more related to our experience as a board game publisher. Just show you this one. This one like this. We have like a previous version in our homepage. Hang on. This is the marketplace. Still, you can try the demo version, the old one that I made previously, but it doesn't look that good. But this one is a new one. We already like made a video out of it. It's gonna be released like for the alpha test very soon. I can show you here. Hang on.
Is that the Flying Dutchman on the right?
Fire!
And will this have a mobile app as well?
It's gonna come on mobile.
Is the ship on the right hand side? Is that
Yep, that is the Flying Dutchman.
So vEmpire has a good few of them. I can't remember the exact number now. Yeah, we got loaded up.
Yeah, you got quite a lot.
The stakers will be keen to hear. But yeah, I mean, it looks really good. It looks very. What's the style I'm looking for? Is it like PvP, almost like Tekken but ships?
Well, it's PvP, so you have to battle with another ship. So you can roll the dice, and then based on the dice, you choose the skill. These skills come from your ship parts, which can be like dismantle and remantle again.
Nice. Good stuff.
Something like that. And we try to make it mobile compatible, because the last version I made, it's so heavy. It's like freeze on the mobile, but this one is like you can see that it looks a lot like cleaner than the previous version.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't seen this up until today. So what? Obviously, this is the demo. Whereabouts are you now and sort of towards this? I know you mentioned the click to earn at present, but sort of what are the next steps in the roadmap?
Okay, so the next step, it's actually we are since we have to like get rid of the old dev, we have to rebuild everything from scratch again. So it's delaying our roadmap a little bit, but this PvP version is supposed to be by like around the end of next month or beginning of the next month. But the alpha version for testing should be by this week. Like, but only like on one device. You play as both player in one device.
Fair enough. See, what I always do the mistake of, I tell people a date, and then I always end up delaying it, and everyone gets angry with me. That's why funnily enough, even knowing full well all of my advisory companies, I say to them, whatever time frame you think it's going to be, and however much you think it's going to be cost, double it, and that will be more like it. But I don't listen to myself, and I always promise a date I think it will be, and it never will whenever I announce. But maybe I'm just cursed. Speaking of pirates, Curse of the Black Pearl, subtle one there, subtle one. I mean, I know that everyone in crypto right now is suffering with the bear market, and you mentioned you've got good updates coming up in order to do that. Is that part of the wider strategy around sort of market capitalization?
Oh well, apart from the game, the PvP, we are also looking to invest more into the DeFi part of the game. So let's say like we're gonna have the ship for renting. We can have someone come out and rent our ship, and then we can, for those who hold the PXP, we'll also have a chance to be voting. Let's say it's gonna be a DAO, so that they can decide it on what's coming next, what skills to be buffed, what skill to be nerfed, something like that. That's what we are trying to be in the future. Not only for the game.
Okay, fair enough. So in the DAO and owning AXS will sort of qualify you to be gifted some of the rental income, or is that?
Yeah, we are not quite. It's actually my financial advisor part. I'm not good at explaining it that much. But let's say that if you hold a PXP, it will not only be for like buying chips and everything. You will have like a voting power for the DAO, and those who hold the PXP will also maybe like earn some revenue from our games.
Okay, good stuff. Again, with all of these things, it's like we have the exact same with our trading card game. Sort of the DAO earns 10% of all of the sort of transactions every single game, but it doesn't happen overnight, and you need to actually get sort of the full game out and get the users, get the players. People drop off in sort of times like bear markets and then get back up, but sort of long-term sustainable building and betterment of the DAO is definitely the way to do it. In fact, we've seen quite a uptick in our own NFTs and trading card game. We got the blue tick from OpenSea finally. But yeah, which do you have these on any sort of marketplace except your own, or is it just on your own?
It's just only us at the moment.
Fair enough. In-house always good.
That's okay. That's not related.
That's all right. So, besides the sort of one-on-one PvP, are you implementing any sort of like side quests or anything sort of that goes with it, maybe around the lore or something like that?
Yeah. Actually, I can hang on. I have something cool.
Another different screen share.
Another different one. It's like let me call. Hang on. one of my dev is actually working on it. I have to tell him to give me the video. I'm not sure where it is.
That's all right. Do you want to maybe tell it, because a lot of people aren't aware, those who aren't sort of in Asia, would you be able to give a bit of background on the company sort of behind PirateXPirate, the board game company itself?
Okay, so as I mentioned, we come from the Siam Board Games, which is from Thailand. We are the biggest board game publisher in Thailand. We do localization a lot. So we also like have the game design contests in the board game side. So we do have experience in making like games, even though it's a physical one or the digital one. But I myself was a game programmer, so I actually like oversees all this stuff before, and then I have to come back and do it again because it's back last year it was a trend.
Yeah.
Even though this year doesn't look that much, but still, it's still something that I think it's the future that we have to endure the market at the moment, but it should be fun. It should be, yeah. It must be worth the wait, I think.
Good stuff. Well, that's the hope for everyone. But yeah, I mean, it's crypto's always been like it. It always goes in trends. It was, DeFi summer, for example. Gaming and metaverse. Gaming came first last year with Axie Infinity. Metaverse came when Facebook rebranded. These things do always go in trends. There's no denying it for anybody. So it's just a case of sticking around until the trend is your friend again. Right now, the trend is just everything down. Just everything. Nothing.
A little bit red, like your forehead right now.
Yeah, I know. You've seen it then. I'm glad that it's picked it up. Hopefully it will turn brown rather than just the red, but we'll find out. We do have a few questions in the audience, but I'll wait until the very sort of end, sort of take all of those. I guess the main thing that people always want is, what are the differentiators? What makes it unique? Obviously, we've already touched on the backing and the company behind it, and obviously Pirates is new. But yeah, do you want to give anything that we might have missed in sort of USPs or anything like that?
Okay, so what's the difference? Well, for one thing, as the backing company, we are here. We can't go anywhere. People in Thailand know who we are, so we cannot just disappear with the money. We cannot, because we still have business to run here. Apart from the crypto, we have like physical board game business which sells all over the country. So that's one thing you can be counted on, that we are not going to run away. That's one big difference that I always give. And another thing is that we keep developing the game, even though it's the super bear market, but we're gonna still deliver what we said, the PvP game. If it's fun for you, then I'm glad. But if it's not, then we'll try to keep it better and better to make sure that it's good for you guys to play.
Good stuff. I mean, I've said it at the beginning, and I definitely still hold the same view that in terms of the usability that you already have, sort of the player base and your footing, and I don't want to say sort of I'm trying to think of a different word for stranglehold on the Thai market, but maybe we can keep it pirate and keep a stranglehold. But yeah, I think that there is definitely a lot of reasons to be looking at PXP as a token, and even picking up the NFTs, especially with the fact that you can already earn on them. I guess what a lot of vEmpire watchers and listeners will be wondering is, on the scholarship side, being that we do own NFTs, do you have a rough approximate time frame on when sort of guilds will be able to start using their scholars with your ships?
Oh well, actually, the scholarship stuff is supposed to be released today, but it got delayed a little bit.
Fair enough.
So because the scholarship, the first system that we are going to release, it's the reward splitting system. So you don't have to actually have them play it, and then you have to transfer the PXP or gold. The system right now that we're going to release should be by tomorrow. It's for the one owner, one wallet, one account to just put in the scholarship address and the percentage that you want to split. And then after the scholar play the game, the click on the quest playing it. Once the quest is done, once you click claim, the reward is going to be split automatically. And that actually should be supposed to be done by today, but we got delayed a little bit, so it should be by tomorrow or this week. It will be by this week, but it's going to be like one account per one account.
That's cool. You have to drop us a message into the Telegram group when it's live, and we can be your guinea pigs. Let's see. We got a few questions coming in. To be honest, quite a few that came from the start. Somebody said I do look a bit tanned. Thank you very much. Where can we buy PXP?
Oh, actually, we might move the DEX maybe like next month, but right now we are on the Pancake.
Okay, great.
But we are planning to move to another DEX because they have like give us some offer that's quite good. But still, you can exchange on PoolCoin. That's the easiest way.
Oh, really? Fair enough. I think that is it top secret, the new DEX, or you don't want to announce just yet? Trying to get the alpha.
It's not that top secret. It's famous. Like maybe the second one from Pancake. There's not that many big DEX around there.
And we've also got another question on brother. When will Flying Dutchman use case be revealed?
Use case, okay. There will be a special quest that you might get. Hang on, let me show again. Oh, where is it? Okay. Here. I just share the screen. You see it?
Can't see yet.
Oh, isn't it? It's down there. Hang on. How? Just I already shared, and you cannot see it?
I can't, but let me go onto YouTube and see if the viewers can.
Yeah, that one. It's already shown.
Oh, here we are. It says live. Yes. All good.
Yeah, so this is like the 3D. Oops, why? How come it's not there? Stop sharing. 1 moment. Yeah, so it's a 3D printed actual the physical one. That for Thai right now it's for Thai market because we can send it after we print it. But for another country, if you want to file for the 3D models, we can give it to you. If you want to print it by yourself.
Oh, we get a special one for being an investor.
Yeah, well, I can give you the file for free if you want.
Fair enough. But yeah, I think this person was wondering specifically on. Oh, you said it had a side quest. The Flying Dutchman specifically in the game.
Yeah, that's the special quest for you to get this 3D printed model.
Fair enough. And is it the app will be on iPhone and Android?
Well, as most of the crypto game, it's easier to do the Android because you can just like export into the APK and you install it. But for the iOS, it's another story. It's quite difficult to get into the App Store by saying that you are a crypto game. If you have any crypto word in it, it just got rejected directly right away. So for Android for sure, but for the Apple, I'm not quite sure.
Fair enough.
We'll see if we can submit it and then get it passed. If it does pass, then you can download it from the App Store.
Fair enough. Another one here is which features will we be seeing fastest, like later or tomorrow? Because they haven't seen any changes for the past weeks.
Well, it takes time to develop things. We are trying our best. At least we're gonna have the PvP like for the alpha testing by this week, I think. But it might not look as good as that video. It's coming up. We're gonna keep on developing and make it better by day. So yeah, PvP alpha test will be coming very soon. And also, as I mentioned, the scholarship, the splitting reward system in the click to earn, and of course it will be the norm for the normal game too. And what else? Right now in Thailand, we have a special. It's called Special Quest, where you can send on a ship to get physical goods, like a TV, an iPhone, an iPad. It's another way of us buying back the PXP. So yeah, it's just a different way to do it by sending them the actual the goods, but you have to put the NFTs. Let's say you have to stake it for like 30 days instead.
Fair enough. I mean, different is always good. A couple of questions have come in. One is, we hope to have special quests here in the Philippines. Could you tell us if it's possible soon? How are we seeing to get it possible? I presume this person must have joined later on, because we were told that we will have some scholarship stuff towards the end of the week. To Jumpful, who's just added another suggestion. Could we make an auto deploy quest? Like it will auto select correct ships and crews, so it will be faster for us having lots of ship sets.
Well, it's part of the gameplay. So
that would make it too easy, is the answer.
Yep, that's gonna be too easy. And also, once we start the PvP, these quests that you're playing right now will not earn gold anymore. It will be materials for like crafting stuff instead. So yeah, so you have to like spend quite a bit of time in order to play PvP and then earn.
Good stuff. Another one here, which maybe I'll even be able to help with, which is why PXP is undervalued, a lack of marketing.
Well, we're doing one right now.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, the problem with crypto is, and I say it every time to my own community, because when you're in market conditions like this, a bear market, if you put out the marketing, you spend the money, even if you go up 50% in a day. For example, VEMP, when we listed on KuCoin, we went from 10 cents to 20 cents in like 48 hours. But because we're in a bear market, as soon as anyone sees any green, they just take the profit, because they got 10 other tokens that they're in, which are all down. So they just, any sort of green, they take profit and they spread it to the ones that are lower. So marketing itself in a bear market just wastes resources, which are very, very important. As in, I always look at it like this, and say to people, if you're in a bear market, you don't know how long it's going to last. So would you want to be, let's say you got $1 million in the bank for the project, and you blow 90% of it on marketing, and the bear market lasts for however long, a token cannot survive in its development stages without a team developing it. So you need to focus on the business, like any business. Whenever there's a recessionary environment, what do? You cut marketing expenditure, because you need to go into the moment where you need to focus on your product, focus on your customers and looking after them. What you don't do is think, oh, we're in a recession, everything's down 80%. What we'll do is we'll blow all of our money on marketing for short-term gratification. It's just not sensible to any business. I think people seem to forget that tokens don't just pop out of nowhere and just happen to exist. There is a development team behind it, and a token when it's still being developed. Obviously, eventually these things are completed and a DAO can take over and run them. But before that stage, the business needs to be the focus, because the business needs to survive for the token to survive at this stage. And if you have the business going under and the token, no one's developing it. So people seem to forget that there's a business behind it which needs to be running. So that was just to sort of explain about the when marketing that people tend to give. But we've had our Philippines audience member asking whether you could explain a bit clearer about the mystery chests. They seem exciting, particularly because it has a chance to earn.
No, this guys do follow our news a lot. He knows everything. Okay, so there will be a mystery chest coming up very soon. It's once you finish the quest, you usually just click claim and then you get the reward, right? But for the mystery chest, when you click claim, you can choose whether you want to risk it to get multiplier rewards. But it's like maybe if you can try 10 times the rewards, but if you lose, you get only half the rewards, something like that.
Fair enough. So it's
the more the multiplier, the lesser the chance. Like maybe like 5% to get 10 times. But if you lose only half.
Fair enough. So it's a deflationary.
Something like that. If you want, if you want to risk it, it's up to you. It's where we are trying to gamble it now. It's always fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. Add a little bit of risk in. It always helps make things more exciting.
Yep, and also burning the token, of course.
Of course. So where do you see sort of the future with and how PXP will adapt to it, and the future of GameFi in general?
In general, I think even though right now we are in the bear market, the GameFi it's still the next big thing. It's not something that's going to go away. Even though we passed the formal phase, right now it's like back to where we started a few years ago. But right now, people knows the GameFi, knows what can it do, and it will grow in the future. It will come back along with the crypto market. Once every crypto is past this bear market, I think the GameFi will also come back too. But the players in the GameFi, it will be a bigger one. Like more of the bigger studios gonna be coming in. And better games going to be coming out, and we are trying to stay that by we started before many of the games, before many other companies, so we think we will use our advantage in this in order to develop the better game for everyone.
I think one thing to note as well, just for those who are wondering, I mean, the main thing and the advantage that PXP has is the fact that you do have a gaming user base behind. vEmpire, we came straight sort of out from my background in traditional finance, and then that went well with our metaverse and gaming investments. But in producing our own game, obviously, my background isn't gaming itself, and we don't have a user base of gamers or customers who bought physical games like you guys have. So that is the main thing, is people playing the game, which you guys have got a heads up on the competition, because there's people like me who come up with an idea, but we don't have we haven't produced the game, built it before, so we need to take on additional people with extra workload. So there's a distinct advantage for PXP, which I see, which is why we were interested, and why with our vesting tokens, we locked them for a year into your staking program, and I think we locked the second one for 6 months as well, the full allocation on both of those, because we are in a bear market. And at the end of the day, I'm confident in the team that you've got and the backing that is behind PXP token. So, if I get the option to earn some APR, for looking at for a while, then, I don't mind, save any, profits for the bull market when it makes sense. But yeah, I think that the token itself is very undervalued, especially because it's not known so much in the Western market. So there's definitely a strong bull case. It's just getting the trend back as everybody's friend. But yeah, it's the builders who are going to win, and those are the ones that you want to be focusing on. So FYI, if you want to take a look at PXP, you can find it on Dex Tools. Just type in PXP, PirateXPirate. You can get the contract address there. The website is PirateXPirate.io.
Correct.
And there, I think, and you've got staking open for everybody, don't you?
Yes, we do have staking. Like in it. Hang on, let me see. I'm not sure if I put it in the front page. You have to click play game first, and then you see the staking option, because like we run out of the items on the top bar.
Fair enough. But yeah, I remember it was. I remember rightly. It was good APRs. You got the flexible one, which is 79%. What I'm looking at here, 79% for flexible staking, and up to 200% on fixed staking with 100%.
Actually, I might need to increase the flexible rewards. It used to be like 150. So with the bear market, everyone is going into staking now. That's why the APR getting to 79.
To be fair, I don't think you need to worry about 79 being too low. I think that's pretty good. I mean, our VEMP staking, that we offer is at about 15%, but we've got, I think at one point we had like 50% of the total amount that we sold at IDO staked back onto the platform. So like a lot of dilution. But yeah, I mean, that's another thing in crypto that people don't realize is the effect of like, how much is put in compared to what it does to the APR. Because obviously if it's done on block rewards, then it isn't it's not fixed. It varies depending on people in and out. But yeah, I mean, probably your stakers are going to hate me, but in my opinion, 79% is good enough. But
it is. Some people is like, wow, it's under 90 now. You have to add the rewards. I'm like, okay, I'll have to talk to a lot of people first and see if it's good.
Yeah, to be fair, I think the thing is, you will never be right. If you increase the rewards too much, people will say that they're selling them, and if you decreased it, people will say there's not enough. So you'll lose either way.
Yeah, either way, yeah.
But that's it. That is literally being a crypto founder. It's just everybody disliking you for different reasons.
True. That's what I'm trying to like get my head around it. It's like every step I do, it's like there's always someone who like it and someone who hates it.
Yeah, no matter what. Somebody is wondering, can we add extra panels on the website for marketing? And somebody else is wondering why they have to wait 24 hours to convert gold to PXP.
Well, it's our system right now. Okay. Right now we are doing a manual conversion by sending them manually after they request it within 24 hours, but it's less than 24 hours now. It's like maybe 12 hours or less. But the automatically one, it's already audited. It takes a lot of back and forth between auditors and us for like the past month, but it's done and it's supposed to be like implemented by the next week or so. Because right now we have so many things to do. Like every features that we promised to do, we didn't do it yet because we have to reorganize our organization with the new dev, and we have to like keep on pressing the new features coming up. So some features like this, it's not a top priority. So we get to do it like later. But
Yeah.
but it's done now. So it's supposed to be implemented by like maybe in the next week or so.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, that's I always get that from people. Like, there's so many. For example, we've got our game out and live on the platform, but the graphics I'm not personally happy with, and I want them to be fully upgraded. But it's like we also want to release our stablecoin staking pool. We've got our Solana bridge ready to go. It's just the market isn't right. So there's so much development work to do, and it's just prioritizing.
True.
But yeah, usually just leave it to the developers and trust that they know what the priority is. But there's always like there's needs, and then there's nice to haves, and stuff like extra panels on the website is always a nice to have compared to needs like getting the actual core game out. But yeah, this is the part of the show where I say to people, does anybody have any other questions? And then people never actually post them until I'm about to wrap up.
It takes a little while for them to hear that you say it.
Yeah, exactly. So there's usually a bit of a delay, but if anybody does have any final questions, please leave them in the comments. And somebody realized that I was drinking water today. Usually I have Coca-Cola, but unfortunately, it's all gone.
Oh, hang on. Okay, let me share you something that my friend is sending.
There we go.
Hang on. Well, this one is like the older version, but we have like a newer version now. NFT transfer option, that's also coming soon. That's also it's also developed it, but has not been putting into the production version yet because we have to test it. Hang on. Let me show you something.
We got bear market 2022 survivor. Some audacity thinking that the bear market is over. Don't put survivor yet. You're currently surviving.
Yeah, we are surviving. This is how we survive. We making another type of games.
Oh, it's like, see, this is Tekken. I literally said Tekken, and then there you go. You got so these are the captains.
Yeah, these are the captains. We like make a 3D model and then put it in the fighting games.
You know what you should do? You need to have the maps as like the different ships, so that they're fighting on the Flying Dutchman, fighting on the standard one, etc. Because
yeah, we could do that, but it's more like a Street Fighter, not a Tekken.
Damn. I was just getting ahead of myself. Someone's asked about an NFT. Oh, you already said that, didn't you?
Yeah, the NFT transfer. It's also being one of the in the queue, so it's coming. Because that's one way we can earn. You take the fee, of course.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I think we've got all of the questions answered. So yeah, thanks so much for coming on. I definitely learned more about what's coming on your updates. As I say to those watching in sort of Europe or in the US, the most important part of any game is actually having people playing it, and also having a game out and not just a concept. So I am personally bullish on the game, hence locking stuff for 200 plus days or whatever. So yeah, jump on. You can buy the NFTs now. You can even play the click to earn version now, and the token's out. So good luck fighting them pirates. And yeah, see, I know ahoy as a hello, but I don't know a pirate goodbye.
I don't think they have one.
No, they don't say goodbye. They just
true.
Reward. They're just bloody rude. All right, well, we will say goodbye. And yes, PXP is more profitable than Steppen, most likely.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Well, it depends what they mean on profitable. I think if it means actually having a company making money, probably. But Steppen obviously has got the market cap, but yeah, they're having some problems at the moment because walk to earn, I guess. Yes, unfortunately, Ed, you are late because we're wrapping up.
You're very late, man.
Yeah, very, very late. But yeah, thanks so much for joining us. Definitely learned a lot, and yeah, keep us updated, and definitely drop me a message when the scholarships are ready to go, and we'll gladly share and update our community on that as well.
Yep, sure, of course. Thank you for having me here. It's always fun to have a video AMA. The text AMAs bored me to death.
Yeah, I know. And if you're anything like me, you've got like a standard list of like the normal questions you ask, and it's just copy and paste. Sometimes I actually forget that I'm having them, and I realize like it's been 10 minutes and I haven't answered. But luckily that's only happened once, and then I have to blame it on the Wi-Fi and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Wi-Fi went down." Had to log back in. I just got distracted.
Forgot to press it down. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, thanks so much, everybody. Thanks to everyone who viewed, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much.
All right, okay. See you. Please enjoy our games, VEXP.